Have you ever felt like the system is lying to you? Like the schools, the banks, and even the experts are all teaching you how to work for money, but not how to make money work for you. Well, you're not imagining things. In Fake Money, Fake Teachers, Fake Assets, Robert Kiyosaki, the best-selling author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, rips the mask off the financial system and exposes the hidden truths about how the rich really play the game. This isn't just another motivational money book. It's a wake-up call, a brutally honest reality check about the illusions we've been sold. By the end of this summary, you'll see why everything you've been taught about money might be fake and how to reclaim your power by investing in what's real. So, let's dive into the mind-shifting lessons from Fake. Lesson 1. The world runs on fake money. Robert Kiyosaki starts with a bombshell. The money in your wallet isn't real money. It's fake, printed out of thin air by governments and backed by nothing but trust. He explains how, ever since the US abandoned the gold standard in 1971, the dollar has lost its real value. Today, central banks can print unlimited amounts of money, causing inflation that quietly steals the wealth of everyday people while enriching those who own assets. The rich don't work for money, they create and control it. Real-life viewpoint. Think about the 2008 financial crisis or even recent inflation spikes. Prices went up, salaries didn't. But people who owned real estate, stocks, or gold saw their wealth rise. Why? Because they weren't holding cash, they were holding real assets. Practical takeaway: don't save money. Invest in assets that hold or increase in value over time. Lesson 2. The school system creates fake intelligence. Kiyosaki doesn't hold back. He calls traditional education a scam. He argues that schools teach you how to memorize, obey, and follow orders, skills designed for employees, not entrepreneurs. Students graduate with debt, not financial literacy. They know how to pass tests, not how to manage money. Schools rarely teach about investing, taxes, or assets, the very things that determine financial success. Real-life viewpoint. Think of the average college graduate, burdened with student loans, searching for a stable job, terrified of risk. Now think of someone who skips the system and learns through self-education, mentorship, and trial, like Kiyosaki himself. One follows a script, the other writes it. Practical takeaway: start your own education. Read, take courses on financial literacy. Learn how money truly works, not how the system wants you to think it does. Lesson 3. The market is filled with fake assets. Robert Kiyosaki warns about the illusion of wealth, assets that look real on paper but are actually traps. He calls stocks, mutual funds, and paper investments fake assets when you don't understand how they work. They're controlled by insiders, inflated by speculation, and can collapse overnight. True wealth, he says, comes from real assets, businesses, real estate, commodities, or cryptocurrencies that you personally control or understand deeply. Real-life viewpoint. When the 2020 market crash hit, millions lost money overnight. But investors who owned physical real estate or had built cash-flowing businesses were far less shaken. Their wealth wasn't tied to Wall Street, it was grounded in something tangible. Practical takeaway: never invest in what you don't understand. Always know how your asset makes money and who controls it. Lesson 4. Knowledge is the new currency. Kiyosaki insists that real education, not degrees, creates wealth. The most valuable currency in today's world isn't dollars, it's information. The more you understand about how money, taxes, and leverage work, the freer you become. He encourages everyone to constantly learn, not from traditional teachers, but from real players in the game, investors, entrepreneurs, mentors, and personal experiences. Real-life viewpoint. Look at people who adapt fast. They read, attend seminars, and learn from failures. While others rely on job security, they rely on self-education and skill growth. That's why they thrive even in crises. Practical takeaway. Don't chase certificates, chase competence. Learn skills that produce cash flow and independence. Lesson 5. The future belongs to those who see through the fake. Robert believes the future will expose those who can't tell fake from real. Fake news, fake teachers, fake money, all will collapse when truth becomes the new standard. He predicts that those who cling to old ways, job security, paper savings, government dependency, will suffer. Meanwhile, those who build real financial intelligence and own real assets will rise. Real-life viewpoint. Think about how digital currencies, AI, and automation are reshaping the economy. People who adapt early and see opportunity in disruption are already positioning themselves for the new world, while others are waiting for the old normal to return. Practical takeaway. Don't fear change. Learn to read the patterns. The ability to think independently will be your greatest asset. Lesson 6. Debt is not the enemy, ignorance is. Kiyosaki shocks most readers when he says, "The rich use debt to get richer." He explains that there are two types of debt, good debt and bad debt. 1. Bad debt makes you poorer, like credit cards, car loans, or anything that takes money out of your pocket. 2. Good debt, on the other hand, makes you richer. It's borrowed money used to buy assets that generate income. The difference lies in financial intelligence. While most people run from debt out of fear, the wealthy learn how to control it and turn it into a wealth-building tool. Real-life viewpoint. Take real estate investors, for example. Many don't use their own money. They use the bank's money to buy properties, rent them out, and let tenants pay off the debt. Over time, they build equity and wealth with borrowed cash. Meanwhile, the average person avoids debt but stays broke. Practical takeaway. Don't fear debt, master it. Learn how to use leverage wisely to acquire income-generating assets. Lesson 7. Financial freedom requires courage, not comfort. Kiyosaki ends with a tough truth. Most people stay broke because they're scared. They fear losing money, they fear looking stupid, and they fear stepping outside the system that promises security. But that's exactly what keeps them trapped. He says the path to real freedom, financial or personal, is paved with uncertainty, risk, and courage. You don't become rich by playing it safe. You become rich by learning, failing, adapting, and trying again. The biggest fake of all is the illusion of safety, the steady paycheck, the pension plan, the promise that someone else will take care of you. Real-life viewpoint. Think of entrepreneurs like Elon Musk or Richard Branson. They didn't build wealth by being cautious. They took bold risks, faced failure, and kept learning. That same mindset, scaled to your level, is what creates your own version of financial independence. Practical takeaway. Step out of your comfort zone. Start small, take calculated risks, and use every mistake as tuition for your financial education. So, what do you think? Do you agree with Kiyosaki that our world is built on fake systems, or do you believe he's too extreme? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. If you enjoyed this summary and want more mind-opening lessons from life-changing books like this, then don't forget to subscribe to Summary Shelf, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next breakdown. Because here on Summary Shelf, we don't just read books. We extract the life-changing lessons that help you build a wiser, wealthier, and more powerful version of yourself. Stay curious, stay smart, and I'll see you in the next one.